You know that feeling, right? You walk into a room, you hear a piece of a conversation, and then bam, it hits you. This powerful, kind of unsettling feeling that this exact moment, in every single detail, has happened before. It's like a glitch in your own personal reality, a brief echo inside your mind. Okay, let's dive into this bizarre and, totally universal experience.
And that's really the heart of the mystery, isn't it? It's not like a dream or some fuzzy memory. For just a few seconds, that feeling of having been here before is so absolute, so certain, that it feels just as real as the moment you're actually living.
It's not just some vague feeling either. You recognize the exact sound, a specific phrase, a laugh, a certain tone of voice.
And it's not just what you hear, you sense this internal emotional atmosphere that you swear on a gut level you recognize.
And then it all just clicks into place with this profound, unshakable conviction. This isn't new. You have already lived this. But have you, really?
So, this wild, fleeting, but totally certain feeling, well, it has a name. And it's a name that feels just as elegant and mysterious as the experience itself.
It comes from the French, of course, déjà vu, which literally means already seen. And that just nails it, doesn't it? That split-second sensation where the present moment arrives already feeling like it belongs in the past.
Now here's what's really wild. This isn't some super rare thing. Nope. About 2/3 of us, that's right, 2 out of every 3 people will experience this strange mental echo at some point in our lives. It usually starts when we're younger. So what on earth is going on in our brains?
All right, so our first suspect in this whole mystery is a pretty simple and kinda elegant idea. It's basically a tiny delay in your brain's processing. We're not talking time travel here, just neural timing being a little off. Think about it like this. Normally, when you see something, your perception and your memory systems are working together, totally in sync. But with the timing misfire theory, there's this tiny, tiny hiccup. The signal gets delayed just a fraction of a second. So by the time your brain actually becomes aware of the moment, it feels like you're getting the information for the second time. Your brain just accidentally puts a past timestamp on a present event.
Okay, so let's check out our second big theory. This one isn't about a timing mistake. It's more like your brain is trying to solve a puzzle, but it only has a few of the pieces.
See, your brain isn't a video camera. It doesn't store memories as perfect, complete files. It's more like it stores little bits and pieces. So you might walk into a brand new cafe, right? But maybe the staircase looks just like the one from your grandma's house, and the way the light hits the wall reminds you of your old school. And maybe there's this faint smell of coffee that's familiar from some vacation you took years ago. Now, none of these little fragments are enough to trigger a full-blown memory on their own.
And this is where it gets weird. Your brain takes all these separate, unrelated pieces and mashes them together to create this super powerful feeling of familiarity. Your brain is basically screaming at you, hey, I know this. But because there's no single, complete memory it can point to, it can't answer the next logical question, which is, from where? And that gap, that space between the feeling of knowing and the lack of an explanation, that's déjà vu.
And get this kind of stuff is way more likely to happen when our brains are running on fumes. When you're tired or stressed out or just distracted, the systems in your brain that are supposed to check and sort your memories, well, they get a little sloppy. Wires can get crossed, and a totally new moment can accidentally get tagged as familiar. Okay, so we've got these cool scientific theories, but they're up against something incredibly powerful, that feeling of absolute certainty that comes with déjà vu. And for centuries, that feeling led people to some very different conclusions.
I mean, you can see why, right? When a feeling is that convincing, it's totally natural to look for a big, profound reason. People have thought déjà vu was proof of past lives, or maybe a glimpse into the future, or even that we were briefly crossing into a parallel universe. But what modern science is telling us is maybe less magical, but honestly way more fascinating. It's not a window into another world, it's a window into how your own brain is building your reality.
And we actually have solid proof for this. Researchers who are studying epilepsy found something amazing. By using tiny electrical currents to stimulate specific parts of the brain, the temporal lobe, which is basically memory headquarters, they could actually trigger the feeling of déjà vu in patients, on command. Nothing in the room changed, but suddenly the person would report that intense, overwhelming feeling of, I've been here before.
But here's the part that just blows my mind.
Even when the patients knew exactly what was happening, they knew their brain was being stimulated, they knew it was artificial, they still said the feeling was just as powerful and just as real as the real thing. This tells us that the feeling of familiarity is a raw signal, and it's so strong it can just steamroll right over logic.
So, what does this all mean? Déjà vu isn't just some weird brain fart. It's a rare chance to peek under the hood of our own consciousness. It actually reveals something really fundamental about how we experience the world around us.
So, here's the bottom line. The experience of déjà vu, totally real. That feeling is 100% authentic, but the memory it feels like it's pointing to, yeah, that's the illusion. It's a false alarm from your brain's recognition system.
And this, right here, is the big takeaway. Your brain isn't just a passive camera, just recording life as it happens. Oh no, it's an active artist. It's constantly taking in all these bits and pieces, sights, sounds, feelings, and weaving them together into a story that makes sense, into your reality. Déjà vu is just one of those rare moments where we actually get to see the seams in that story.
So, the next time that weird, impossible wave of familiarity washes over you, don't just brush it off. Take a second and appreciate it for what it is. It's a quick, fascinating look into the incredible machine that's building your world second by second. The real mystery isn't whether you've lived that moment before. The real mystery is this: how does your mind decide what any moment means at all?